Today we're making a sweet and flaky dessert called Crispy Apple Galette. It's perfect for the fall when red apples are in season. Before we get started, you'll need to take 1 roll of frozen phyllo dough and let it thaw in the refrigerator for about 1.5 hours. The package directions say to let it thaw at room temperature, but in Texas right now it's 105 degrees and that didn't really work out for me. While this is thawing, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Let's get started. We'll start by dicing 4 red apples. You could also use Granny Smith if you'd like. Now traditionally, you would peel an apple before you put it in a pie or galette, but we want to keep that peel on there because so much of the nutrition is located very close to the skin. And we're going to cook the inside of our galette, so it'll be tender anyway, and you won't even notice that the peel is there. Now that our 4 apples are diced, add these to a medium saucepan and then add the remaining ingredients for the filling. You'll need 1/2 cup of raisins, 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, 1/4 cup of water, 1/3 cup of agave nectar, 1/3 cup of maple syrup, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. Give these a good stir, and then cover and cook them over medium heat for 10 to 12 minutes until the apples are tender. While our filling is cooking, let's go ahead and prepare our work surface for the phyllo dough. Now there's no need to be intimidated by phyllo dough like I was. The important secrets are just that you have your work surface prepared and ready, and that you work quickly once you've pulled the phyllo dough out of the refrigerator. So to start, you'll need a large cutting board. This is where we'll lay our phyllo out and brush it before placing it in the pie plate. You'll also need a large piece of plastic wrap. Place this on your countertop into a large rectangle. Have on hand an extra piece of plastic wrap and 2 moist paper towels. So when we bring out the phyllo dough, we'll set it on 1 piece of plastic wrap, place the other on top, and then top with the wet paper towels. Also, it's good to have your agave sauce already made. For the agave sauce, we've used 3 tablespoons of agave nectar, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. You'll also need a pastry brush handy to apply this. I like to keep a towel handy in case my hands get sticky. I can wipe them off very quickly. And then finally, you'll need a pie plate that's oven safe. Be sure to spray this with a non-stick cooking spray before we get started. Now that our apples are tender and our kitchen just smells amazing, it's time to add some thickener. Dissolve 2 tablespoons of flour in 3 tablespoons of water. Give them a good stir so you don't have any lumps in it, and then stir this into the filling. Continue to cook it over medium heat for just a few minutes until it gets really thick. Very gently unroll your phyllo dough and place it on the first piece of plastic wrap. Then top with the second piece of plastic wrap, and again top with your wet paper towels. We're going to make this 3 different ways. The first way is a traditional galette style or pie style. So remove 2 pieces of phyllo dough, gently brush it with our agave sauce, and place these over the pie plate. Be sure not to oversaturate your phyllo dough or you won't be able to lift it off of the cutting board. It's okay if it tears a little. Try to close the gaps. Let it overhang the edge of the pie plate and press it into the corners. Repeat this process 3 more times, removing 2 pieces of phyllo at a time. After you brush it, place it again in the pie plate, but at an angle this time so we have the whole pie plate covered. Spoon our thickened filling into the middle of the pie plate, and then pull those overhanging edges of the phyllo over on top. But don't completely cover up the apple mixture. We want to be able to see that too. If you want to be extra crispy and flaky on the outside, go ahead and add a little bit more of the agave sauce to the outside before baking. We'll bake this for 20 to 25 minutes in our 350-degree oven until it's light brown and flaky. Be sure you keep an eye on it because all ovens cook differently. Don't these crispy apple galettes just look delicious? And our kitchen smells amazing. No matter which way you decide to prepare yours, I guarantee you'll love them. For more dessert recipes, check out our website, plantbasedhealth.com.